My first video was on calling the Mayday and actually going through the steps and really training your brain. This one is more on the mechanics, and it's really about accessing your radio and getting the muscle memory built in to actually key the mic and push the button to start the process. So when Project Mayday started, one of the things they discovered was that many firefighters carried their radio in a method or fashion that only allowed them to get to the radio with one hand, usually their dominant hand, and not their off hand. So for me, I can get it my right, but then not my left, and that's a problem. If you can't get to your radio in pristine conditions like I am now, you're definitely not going to be able to get to it pinned to the ground. And so this gives you a chance to do a couple things. Check your mic location or your radio location. It also is going to give you a chance to build the muscle memory of keying the mic, pushing the button, as well as doing 8 more Mayday calls. And it's a pretty simple drill. You can do it in a park because you need to be away from each other and alone, or if you do it in a fire station and everybody in far ends of the station you're at, it's a little unnerving. It's kind of a cool way to do it. Full gear, so turnouts, SCBA, not on air, and gloves, and a radio. And for this drill, we leave the radio off because we're going to actually key the mic and hit the button, and we don't want to send it to FCC, at least not for this drill. So it's pretty simple. What you do is you gear up, get your gloves on, go find a place by yourself, you lay on your back, and you use your right hand first. Mayday, 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 Assistant 11 QRD. Push the button, remember, with gloves on. And then you go through the mental mind prep of who, what, where, air, and then you do it with your left hand. Then you roll onto your right side, do it again, both hands, onto your stomach, both hands, and onto your left side, both hands. That gives you a chance to do it 8 times, gives you a chance to do it for all sides of your body, and really test how easy it is to get you in these really optimum and pristine conditions. Now, one thing about this drill is assuming that how you carry your radio now is in a method that allows you to transmit clearly and receive and hear it. So if that's not the case, that's a whole separate issue you need to correct. So we're assuming you're carrying it in a way that actually makes it where it's not muffled and people can understand you. This really is just to check that you can reach it with both hands, because that's going to be important. I would hate for us to practice and prepare and not be able to call the Mayday because we can't get to the radio easily. We know that any delay in calling a Mayday leads to a poor outcome. And so it has to be a rapid decision to call the Mayday, no hesitation, and do it. Side note to this, and it's my personal opinion, is that many people carry their radios differently depending on the call. So on a structure fire, they may carry it one way, and on a TC another way, and on a medical call, a different way, and then even different when they're even in the store. And for me, that means I don't really know where my radio is because I have to remember what call I'm on. And in the heat of battle and under stress, I want it to be automatic. That's why I got into the radio strap, because it's always in the same spot. It doesn't matter what happens. I instinctively go to my chest and right here. Even when I'm Bricio, I have a chest strap on, or the chest harness. Again, same spot. My radio is always in the same spot. So I'm not going to forget where it's at. I'm not going to have any delay trying to figure out where my radio is. Fads come and go, and I get it. There's always a new way to carry the radio, but I prefer function over fad and capabilities over cool. So again, check your radio, make sure it's there. I would hate for you to not be able to get to this radio because of how you're carrying it. And again, give you a chance to practice that Mayday 8 more times, get that burned into your brain. Have a good shift, keep doing what you're doing, love the job, enjoy the day.